Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, who's going to face Patrick Mahomes in the next round. I really can't wait to watch that game.
Let's first talk about the Eagles. So, what a roller coaster of a year for Philadelphia. Drama, historic performances. We've got A.J. Brown on the sidelines, like the whole LeBron James with his book vibes. Love it. They do, though, have the ultimate test this Sunday against the blazing hot Rams. Do you think Nick Sirianni and company are able to kind of set aside all their baggage for this huge matchup in Philly?
Yeah, I mean they better. Look, this is their best chance to make it to the Super Bowl again. When you look at the Eagles, they remind me of the Ravens. You have to use the best of your running backs right now in Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry to get to the Super Bowl. This is the both of those teams' best chance. But getting back to Philly, last week Jalen Hurts and the offense struggled a little bit, but it was his first game back from a concussion. A lot of those Eagles players had week 18 off because they already clinched their division. This is going to be a really interesting game against the Rams because sometimes we don't really know which version of Matt Stafford shows up, right? 200 yards and 19 completions was enough for him to get past the Vikings in the first round. But the Rams have quietly won their division. They've quietly kind of gotten healthy, right? And Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, Cooper Cup. I mean, that's a fantastic trio that's going to give the Eagles some problems. But I think Philadelphia does hold on here. I think they're going to just feed Saquon, have Jalen Hurts push it a couple times, and you always have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith on the outside as well, too. I think I like Philly's chances against the Rams this week, especially at home in Philadelphia.
Okay, Ravens, Bills. I believe you just mentioned them. I feel like it's a shame that this is not going to be the conference final because I feel like it deserves to be. But as of filming this right now, the Bills are 1-point home underdogs. Do you agree with Vegas there?
I see what Vegas is trying to do here, and this is a great line. I would stay away from it, though. I would stay far away from it. I can't wait for this game. This is the Sunday night primetime game for the playoffs. Everybody's gonna want to see Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, the two MVP favorites, going at it. You remember earlier this season, the Bills lost 2 games in a row. They lost to the Ravens 35-10, then to the Texans the week after. But since then, they went on a complete tear. It feels like Josh Allen and Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, and the Bills altogether really figured out how they want to play with that offense that was missing Stephon Diggs all season. They relied on James Cook. They relied on their receiving targets to really make timely plays. And I'm really, really excited to see how they match up against the Ravens. It's a good thing Buffalo has home field advantage. Buffalo is one of the hardest places to play in the NFL. But Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, have been another animal this season as well, too, right? Derrick Henry has ran the ball really, really well. I can see Baltimore really, really continuing to feed him the rock and letting Lamar Jackson just make his timely passes to his receiving targets that have helped him, I believe, win his third straight MVP. So stay away from the lines and enjoy the game. It's going to be a great game. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, who's going to face Patrick Mahomes in the next round. I really can't wait to watch that game.
Obviously, no offense to the Texans. They did beat up the Chargers in the wild card round, but if you ask me, Safid, I don't think this is the team to knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs early. But would you agree with that?
I definitely agree with that. Look,
Okay.
shout out to the Houston Texans. D'Amico Ryan's the coach. Had a really great game plan to slow down Justin Herbert and the Chargers. But the Chargers don't really have any offensive weapons. Now you're going up against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, who are in dynasty mode right now, right? They're going to try to win their third straight Super Bowl and 4 Super Bowls in 6 years. This is an all-time NFL dynasty they're going up against. I hope D'Amico Ryans has a good plan for them because we both know Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo have a great plan for them. Patrick Mahomes has a new baby, so I know after he helps beat the Texans, he's going to be rocking his baby to sleep Sunday night watching Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen go at it. But look, the Chiefs have had a great season. 5 fourth-quarter comebacks, 7 game-winning drives for Patrick Mahomes. It hasn't been big easy altogether for the Chiefs, but they continue to prove now and again why they're one of the best teams in NFL history.
Right. The biggest line of the divisional round goes to the Lions, who as of right now are a 9.5-point favorite to beat the Commanders. Is that line accurate in your opinion? And do you think it's indicative of how dominant the Lions are? Or do you feel like it's a little disrespectful to this Commanders team who's clearly got some sauce, some magic going for them right now?
Definitely some magic going on in Washington with the Commanders and Jaden Daniels. dynamic quarterback who definitely should win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I like this line by Vegas. This is Vegas trying to make some money on you guys. All right. So be careful with this line here. 9.5. I would even take like 14 points for the Lions during the regular season. But in the playoffs, it's a different story, right? We don't know what version of the Lions we're going to see after the bye week. Sure, they have been one of the most dominant teams in the NFL and led the league in scoring, but let's get right to it. Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator, 4 head coaching interviews in the last week. Where's his mind at, especially knowing that Mike McCarthy got let go by the Dallas Cowboys, and he's a candidate for the Bears job, which Ben Johnson is a very top candidate for, right? Let's see where his mind is at. Let's see where this offense is at. But I think the week off, the bye that Detroit got was really great for Jared Goff, really great for Jahmyr Gibbs, especially with him taking on so much of a load now without David Montgomery. Let's not forget about St. Brown and Laporta as well. I like the line. I wouldn't bet against it, but I would say this, that the Lions have had some troubles dealing with quarterbacks like Jaden Daniels, like a Lamar Jackson. They lost to the Ravens earlier this year. That dual threat quarterback might give them some trouble, but Detroit has been one of the most solid, one of the most team-oriented, one of the most dominant forces in the NFL the last couple of seasons, especially with Dan Campbell. So I think the head coach is going to get everything right.
Hey sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.